Is coffee tasty 5 weeks off roast? Let's find out. Hey everybody, hope all is well. This is Oki at Everyday Beans. So this one's gonna be a little different. We're still talking about the whole finding sweetness thing, but right now what we have here is that actual coffee, the Colombian coffee. And right now the way I roasted it is a 75, 74 whole bean reading and also a 77 ground coffee reading. I put all that stuff on the screen and everything as we go on. So I didn't want to talk about, and this coffee's 4 to 5 weeks old, actually. So I went ahead and brewed it a couple different ways. My favorite way, which is a Hario V60, which is this cup right here. The readings of it is about 1 to 15 ratio. What else did I do? I did about 20 clicks on my Virtuoso grinder, and other than that, it's about 2 minutes and 15 seconds. That's the total time that it took. Trying to give you guys that information. That's if you guys care about that. And over here, I did a Bonavita dripper, and I treated it like the switch to where you can steep it. So I steeped it for about 45 seconds, and then after that, I went ahead and brewed the rest of the coffee, and that's also 1 to 15 ratio. So we're just gonna taste these, see how it is. This is a relatively light roast, especially towards my standards. Other people may say this is a medium, but this is more like a light roast. And we're just trying to see what we taste in these coffees because this will determine what we do next with the coffees, right? Let's go ahead and taste Hario V60. 4 weeks. It seems like it is showing its age a little bit. It wasn't as punchy. It's not as punchy as it was before. There's still some fruit. It's more chocolatey type of taste. It does have a grapefruit aftertaste on it, like acidity to it. Let's taste this one. More the same. There's not that much difference. I thought I would probably get a little bit more sweetness coming out of this, out of the Bonavita doing that way. I've actually been testing out different things, and I've been actually getting a lot sweeter cups compared to what I'm normally get out of the V60s. So what did I think about this? I think there's room. There's a lot of room to balance these coffees, and I don't think I taste the sweetness that I'm looking for right now. So let's give it another taste. It could be more so the light roast too, but I'm hesitant to even go even darker because if I do, I may lose all the fruitiness and the punchiness that the coffee did have many weeks ago. So let's taste this one. Yeah, it's dull. Sorry to interrupt, but coffee's a tricky motherfucker. It really is. 1 minute you think you have it figured out, and then the next minute it just whips you right in the face. Just kind of like what it did to me just now. It did taste dull at 15 to 1, no matter which brewer that I use. But that 10 to 1 ratio, that same temperature, produced some lively, punchy coffee that I'll go back to and back to and back to. However, we're still missing the sweetness. We still got to figure out where is that sweetness? How do we incorporate sweetness in this coffee? And I go back and forth. Or is it the coffee itself that's just naturally sweet? And you just have to like find it or roast it right? Is it in a roast or is it in a brew? That's the thing that's just driving me crazy about this challenge. And I know I'm going to figure it out. And I do hope that we figure it out together. So that's my interruption, right? Let's get back to the show. Because it is literally 5 weeks old, 4 to 5 weeks old. So that could be causing me some hesitancy, some not like excitement out of this cup. So we're going to be roasting again. We're going to be doing a light, medium, and dark. And we're going to see if we can taste anything differently, see if we can probably taste it out for like a week out of a roast to see if that matters that much more. It's cool to do these videos because now that I'm saying this, I'm doing these live. I'm documenting it. So then we can go ahead and figure out what the best approach is going to be for these coffees. And also, is it more the actual roast is more important in order to get that sweetness of this coffee, or is it in the brewers? That's the thing that I'm really trying to understand with this coffee, or this may be more so of an approach that I take for all of my coffees, and all the coffees that you do taste in whatever you're doing while you have your coffee. And that's interesting because you don't have that control in the way the coffee was roasted. Get the coffee and then you brew it so many different ways. So that'll be interesting to see how you go about that, or provide me any information about the way you go about it. I think one of the things I'm going to be working on is, of course, dialing in the profiles, bringing you into that realm of roasting the coffees, and figuring out a profile that best gives me what I think I need from this. And then once we go from there, we'll see what happens. But I think tasting these coffees 4 to 5 weeks off of roast is probably a little too long, to really examine it for what it is. So that's what I got for you for now. So let me know what you think about this. Give me any ideas that you may have. Like I said, I'm going to be putting all the vital information about the way I brew these coffees, the temperatures and all that while we do all this stuff, right? So let me know, keep me posted, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.